So, Tasin, in last we discussed the how SAP works, and let's overview once again the topic.
Hmm.
Our topic is
Hmm.
chef, and I'm going to open.
Hmm.
So, this is the overview of chef architecture process.
Hmm.
What what happen when we create a recipe, what happen when we create a cookbook, and what is cookbook, what is recipe, what is knife tool, node, and all everything into in a single image. So
Hmm.
so SAP server is here. We have three component: SAP server, node, and workstation. Workstation is a area where we work, or where we write code.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Hmm.
code, the code language is Ruby. Code written in Ruby
Hmm.
language is called recipe.
Hmm. Hmm.
Whenever we write a code, uh, we need to write in Ruby language, .rb extension of a Ruby language, and
Hmm.
these code called recipe, and recipe is stored in cookbook. Cookbook is a collection of recipe where we write recipes, and cookbook always stored in chef server.
Hmm.
So knife is a tool used to post cookbook to the chef server and also chef to node. And
Hmm.
these node connected with the chef server. This process called bootstrap, and chef supermarket. Chef supermarket is a place where uh, already prepared recipe stored like the GitHub or like the Docker Hub. Chef Supermarket is a website or a place where we get already pre-ready
আরে আমার
recipe and cookbook.
এখানে শুশু কেন এখানে শুশু আমার হাতের উপর
So Node have two tool. Node have this is the node. Node have two tool. One is Chef client, and second is Ohai. Ohai is a database of current configuration of machines, and it has the complete information of the node, current configuration of machine inside in OHI, and SAP workstation. SAP workstation is a like a PC or VM virtual machine where we write code, test, or we can change, and DevOps engineer sits here and write codes, and chef server where we save the cookbooks and upload the code, and chef server is a middleman between workstation and node, and all cookbooks stored here, maybe the remotely, or knife is a CLI tool that establishes communication among workstation, server, node, and upload cookbook to the server that runs on workstation. Node Node is a place where you apply code. That system requires configuration like uh, Node must have the SAP client and OHI. OHI fetches the current state of node it's located in, and SAP client node communicate with SAP server using SAP client, and SAP must be installed in every node. Okay, so today today we are going to write some code and see that how can we create a infrastructure with the help of code. We just write a code and we see how a infra can create with the SAP.
Okay, okay,
Okay, so
okay,
we write
okay.
code in recipe. We write a code in Ruby language.
Mm-hmm.
It's called recipe, and when we run the recipe book, or when we run the code, then we check how our code is working and how it create infra for us.
Okay.
uh, okay, so
Okay.
let's start. You can do the same thing on a virtual machine and also on the You can do the same thing on the virtual machine or in the your AWS cloud. So I have already uh, virtual machine and also the AWS cloud. So
Okay.
it's depend on you. So please tell me where we do the practical on virtual machine or on the AWS cloud.
Mm, which one you want? I don't have any barrier.
Okay, so I'm going to install SAP server on a cloud machine. Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
so I'm going to log in with my username and password. So so my AWS account is open. Now I'm going into the EC2 and in EC2 I create one machine in another region like I'm going to create in Tokyo region.
Mm.
So you can do the same thing on a virtual machine. You can do the same thing on a virtual machine. Okay.
Okay.
So launch instance and I just create one instance and everything
Mm-hmm.
set as default. I don't need anything and add storage. Storage is enough and next configuration group. I set it for all traffic for the testing and ABS only and I'm going to proceed without pair.
Mm.
Hmm, create a new pair key. Okay. So key pair name is Akshay. Download key pair. My key pair is downloaded and launch instance. So my instance is ready. Please wait at least 1 minute. So it's is in pending state. So now it is in running state and let's confirm the status check. Wait for the status check. So let's connect once with that secure. So I'm going to connect with this IP. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
let's open my terminal. This is my terminal and here I paste the IP or not found. So let's just start sudo ssh-pam. Sudo ssh and let's go into the download. This is my download file and cd downloads, cd download ls. I have akshay.pem sudo ssh hyphen I and my PAM file name is akshay.pam and
Mm. ওই যে ওই রুমে
EC2 hyphen user and my IP address. So let's check. Password is 1234. So okay, host key failed. Enter YES. Yes. Now my AWS machine is connected. So once so I'm going to install Chef server into it. So first sudo su for the root user, and once updated yum update -y for yes. Enter. So install it, and now it's time to install the Chef server into it. So get the URL from chef.io official website. Let's go into the downloads, and in downloads for the Linux machine, Chef server. So I need to download the Chef workstation. Let's click on the download, and I need to download for the Red Hat and RHEL based version, because my machine is RHEL based version. And so the latest version, in an interview, interviewer can ask the latest version for Chef server and also the Chef workstation. So we need to remember the last 3 digits for the version. So I'm going to download this, and it's asking me some question, so I need to fill
For
like
Shape Workstation, you should download in your laptop, right?
yeah, right. I just try to download, I just try to get the URL,
Okay.
download URL, because in a Linux machine we don't have the GUI version, we have only the CLI version. That's why I can get the .rpm file with the wget command. Wget command is a URL downloader. So I'm going to try to connect with the URL. So you can fill anything in the column. I just fill.
Suppose my Shape server is Linux, my workstation can be Windows, right? Is there any
Yes.
problem?
No issue.
Okay.
Because all version have available in the Chef server, chef.io. This is the website you can get for every platform, Linux also, Mac also, and the company name I am like cloudakshay.com, and I accept all the term and condition. So it's now started for download. It's downloaded, but I need only the URL. I need only the URL for my machine. So go to
Yeah.
in show in folder and sorry, go into the download, right click and download. So this is the URL which I needed.
Okay.
This is the URL. I just copy the
Mhm.
URL, copy link address, and minimize my machine. And this is my AWS server. So I write only the wget command. Wget command, you know very well, is it's a URL downloader.
Yeah.
So whenever
Yeah. Yeah.
we hit any URL, it's automatically download. I just paste .rpm. So enter. When I hit enter, it's start downloading. Enter.
Mm.
So you see my SAP workstation 21.1.222 is downloaded with speed
Mhm.
73.3 Mbps per second.
Mhm.
AWS is very fast
Mm.
in just 2.2 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Mm.
uh, try to see our package ls.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I have one package, chef workstation. So this is the package name rpm, and I'm going to
Mhm.
install this package yum install chef workstation.
Mm.
So when you write only the four alphabet for this and press tab, it automatically completed with tab button.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I hit enter.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
my package is down installed.
Mhm.
Our SAP station is installed successfully. Uh, you can check with the which command. So which chef. So
Mhm.
chef is located, binary file located, and you can also check with this command chef hyphen hyphen version. So it shows chef workstation is 21.1 dot triple two. This is
Mhm.
the latest version for chef
Mhm.
workstation. And
Mm.
so let's start. And you know very well, cookbook is a collection of recipe. We already discussed in
Mhm.
our picture. Cookbook is a collection of recipe and some other files and folder, uh, which we discussed. So let's come to the so for the lab, we need to make a directory which is defaultly set the name as cookbooks. We need to, whenever
Mhm.
we need to do the practical or we need to make cookbooks and recipe. So we need to
Mhm.
create a default directory. Uh, Name is cookbooks. So I'm going to create
Mhm.
a directory mkdir.
Mhm.
So first clear screen. Everything clear? mkdir and
Mhm.
cookbooks.
Mhm.
So this is the default. You
Mm.
cannot change the name. Okay. So
Okay.
my directory is created ls. We have cookbooks. We need to go into the cookbook directory, cd
Mm.
cookbooks,
Mhm.
and enter. So this is the default directory for all cookbooks. Okay.
Mhm.
So here I am going to create one cookbook. So I need to generate with that this command chef generate chef generate, And what we are going to generate? We are going to generate the cookbook.
Yes. Okay.
Cookbook, and my cookbook name is, I'm going to create with name my cookbook. Or you can change this name. You can change this
Yeah.
name as per your requirement. But
Requirement. Yeah.
but this is the command for default. Whenever you need to create cookbook, you need to write these command by default. You can change the
Okay.
name of cookbook. Okay, so I'm going to create a cookbook which name is my cookbook and hit enter. So accept the license, yes. So it's automatically now I'm going to again clear the screen, clear. And you can see the things in tree format. Tree is a tool. Let's check tree is installed or not. Enter. So tree is not found. Let's install the tree. Yum install. Yum install tree -y. So package is installed, and let's check with the tree command. Once I clear the screen, tree, I'm going to write tree. So tree is a tool. You can see the things into the tree format. So I create my cookbook here, and this is some default files and folder into the cookbook when we create cookbooks. Okay, so this is the metadata of cookbook, and this is the kitchen.yml file. Chef ignore. Chef ignore is like a git ignore. Like in git we have a file git ignore. Chef is like a git ignore, and this is the policy file read.md file, and also one recipe here default.rb. So default recipe here default.rb, and specification and testing, all the these are all files and folder is default. So inside cookbook we have some default files like chef ignore is like a git ignore, and kitchen.yml is for testing cookbooks, and metadata.rb have the information name, version, and etc. Readme.md information about usage of cookbook. Recipe, whenever we create a recipe, it's automatically show here the recipe name, how much recipe in that cookbook or not. And specification for the unit testing, and test for the integration testing. So you have to always uh, .rb extension whenever you make a recipe.
Cookbook.
So let's start. So I already make one default directory cookbooks, and also generate the my cookbook name. This is my default. This is my cookbook which I generate earlier, and now I generate recipe. Now I generate recipe. So I need, let's check ls. So this is my cookbook. I need to go into the cookbook, cd my cookbook. So I am in cookbook, and I need to generate recipe here. So let's chef generate and recipe, and the recipe name is I write my recipe. You can set as per your name that if a recipe is for the Apache installation, you can set Apache installation. You can rename it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So so I create one recipe, and when I enter, let's see how it work. Enter my recipe is generated. So you can see my recipe is generated, and again I check with the tree command. So tree, you can see uh, one default directory, one default recipe is here, and one I created my recipe
Mm.
.rb shows the file here. It is in Ruby language. Ruby
Ruby language,
language.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So let's go into the recipe. Let's. So whenever I need to changes into my recipe, or I need to write a code for my cookbook, so I need to go into one step back, cd dot
Mm.
dot. So here we write code with Vim tool. Vim, you know very well, Vim is a editor
Yeah,
tool.
yeah, yeah.
My
Mm-hmm.
cookbook. So my cookbook and my recipe. My recipe name is
My recipe.
recipes. No, recipes. This is the folder, na?
Okay.
This is the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
folder, and inside the folder,
Yeah, yeah.
two files here. Okay. So recipe, and my recipe name is my
Mm.
recipe.
My recipe.rb.
My recipe.rb. If you
Mm.
if you open without .rb, then it
Mm.
automatically create one new file with the name my recipe. So
Yeah, yeah.
whenever we need to write code in Ruby language, so .rb is must included here.
Yeah.
So I just open. So you see some by default data is already here, and I for the enter some data. So
Mm.
I'm going to write some code. So like I'm going to create some file. Like I'm going to create one file. This is the resource. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And give me a minute. I need to copy some format. Okay.
Mm.
So I am going to write here um, file. I'm going to create a file into the home into the root directory, which name is
Mm-hmm.
Akshay, and close the colon, and
Mm-hmm.
do. Do means create one file. Okay.
Yeah. Mm.
Content, you can write any content in this. Mm,
Mm.
content, I'm going to write content like
Mm.
and action. So this is the code we write in Ruby language. Ruby language is very easy, and I create action means what is the action? Create or delete, or you can set as
Understand
requirement.
what action it will take in the client, right?
Okay, yes, and I write my code successfully and hit
Hmm.
and save it and execute. So my recipe is I write code in my recipe.
Mhm.
So let's check once. um, so we are going to check with spec command for unit testing, SPEC. So let's check. This is the command chef SPEC -C for check, and my cookbook name is
My recipe is spec.rb.
no, I need to paste full path, this path.
Oh,
I need
okay,
to
okay.
paste
You need
path, copy and just paste. So enter. It shows me the output is syntax okay or not. So it's check. Chef it says something. Let's check once again. So there is some error in my recipe. No, give me a 1 minute. I think might be some symbol error. So let's paste some here. Copy and so and this is my file path where I create Akshay, and let's check. Save and let's check once again my cookbook recipe, my recipe.rb. So here I need to write chef chef exec for execute, and code language is Ruby -C, and code path. My code path is this is my code path. Enter, and it says the syntax is okay. So our code is tested. So now we need to call the chef client. Okay, so we do the chef client part also here. So assume that we are on the chef client, we are on the node server. So I execute one command here, chef -client chef client -zr. Z means local. That means local. R for the run list. R for the run list, and my recipe. Oh, what happened? Recipe and recipe path. My cookbook name is my cookbook, and my recipe name is my recipe, and close the colon, hit enter. Let's check. I need to close the column. So enter. Start chef client infra. Please provide the content stack traceroute.ie file chef mode cache dumped, and there is some error. Let's check. cd ... and run again the command. So I forget some colon here. Let's check. I forget only one ratio sign here. So let's check. Enter. So yes, our recipe is run successfully, and chef infra client finished one by one resources updated in 1 second. And let's see, our code is run successfully. The file /Akshay is created. Action create new file /Akshay, and also updates some content which we write in /Akshay file. So there is content. Welcome to cloudakshay.com. You can see. So and let's check it's available into on root folder or not. cd root. I am on root right now, and you can see there is one file is created, Akshay. That name is Akshay. And so let's check once more. cd home and ls. No. I need to go into the cookbook directory. User,
No.
cookbooks. So this is my default directory, and so here I run my command, and let's update something new in that directory. Okay, so let's write something here. Vim, my cookbook, and in my cookbook recipe,
My this.
we create my recipe dot rb. So let's enter. So this is the resources we can write here, like a file or execute or install some packages or services or the user group and all. And in this recipe code, we also write another code for install the Apache server into the machine. So you know very well we don't have the Apache server into this machine. Let's check once again with Google Chrome. So we have a running machine in this region. So let's copy the public address and paste here. So you can see we don't have any page. We don't have any Apache server on that. Okay. So we are going to install Apache server with the help of Chef. Okay. So let's start. So you can write multiple code only in a single recipe file. Okay. So if I update another action here, like welcome to cloudakshay.com, and I update something others like Tasin is learning DevOps. I update some content here and save this file, enter, and run the command into the node machine. So this is my command which I manually run in my node machine. In few sessions we are going to automate this code. So whenever a code is updated, so node machine connect with Chef server and update it periodically. So I hit enter. Let's see. So here you see like this minus sign, that means this is my old content, and updated content with the plus sign. So welcome to the cloudakshay.com, and Tasin is learning DevOps. Okay, so this is the address where the new line is available. And also if I again run this command, it's not updated, it's ignored that due to the idempotency. Let's check once again. I run this command again, and here we get result. Chef infra client finished 0 by 1. That means file / Akshay action create up to date. That means it's already up to date. Okay.
Okay.
We are going to create another code into the same recipe, like I'm going to install the Apache server into that. So this is the resources. Resources may be the package name or the username or the file name, anything. Okay, so I'm going to use the resources as a package, package, and my content is HTTPD. In the RHEL, we write HTTPD, and in the Ubuntu version, we write Apache
Apache
2
2.
version. Yes,
Yeah.
and do action. Action will be create.
Mm.
Sorry, action will be install. ACTION
Okay.
install.
Mm. Colon. Action colon install. Yeah.
Yes, and end. So
Mm.
my code is end, and let's check it's work or not. I run the same. I run the same command.
Okay.
Enter. So this is my code for Chef server, and hit enter. So yum package. There is some error. Okay, give me a minute. There is some error. There is some error. Yum package name. Oh, I entered two column here. Let's update once. So now it's done, and save this. Update it once again. Run the command. So yum package HTTPD. It's another requirement.
Mm.
Give me a minute. Let's check. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, man.
So we are going to create one another recipe for the Apache server. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to generate one more recipe, and
Mm-hmm.
chef generate recipe, and my recipe name is Apache server. So I'm going to create one recipe for the Apache server and hit enter. So my recipe is created with the name of Apache server and cd dot, and here I am going to edit my recipe. Let's see it's created or not with three command. So there is one recipe created, apache.server.rb, and let's add it into the Vim. My cookbook name is my cookbook. Sorry, my cookbook, and my cookbook recipe. In recipe, I have three recipe. I need to edit Apache server recipe, and here I write code. So here I write package, and colon, package name is HTTPD, and close the colon. Also do and action, 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 colon, install, install, and so done. And also I'm going to write some content into the default file. Let's try it's working. enter, and I'm going to run my recipe. So here I update my recipe name, Apache APACHE. First, let's check the syntax. It's right or not. So let's check ZR chef. Chef execute Ruby language, and here I only update the my file name chef server.rb. Let's check. Syntax is okay. That means my code is okay. And let's run. So here I only update my recipe name Apache server. So let's enter. Once yum update, fail to load, so defaulting to C extension. I think there is some issue in that machine. So
Nice.
there may be some the locate language issues. So I update into the bash rc file, and when I run this command, our Apache server command, like chef client, when I call from client to the server, chef client
Mm-hmm.
hyphen zr. Z means for the local, R for the list,
Mm-hmm.
R for the run list, and when I hit
Mm-hmm.
enter, it automatically create the install the Apache server into my server. Let's check our Apache server is installed or not. So
Mm-hmm.
I get it before I am not installed the Apache server. Let's check. So I need to enable. I need to enable that because in
Yeah.
the
Start and enable.
I need to start and enable because in RHEL based version, so we need to start it manually. We can set as uh, it automatically. So let's enable it. So we also enable it with the Ruby command. So
Mm-hmm.
let's check. We are going to update into this file. Let's see once again. So I have one Apache server.rb file. Let's go and edit vim / my cookbook. Sorry, my cookbook and recipe. I have Apache server recipe dot
Mm-hmm.
rb. Enter, and here I am writing code for the service. My
Mm-hmm.
resource is going to service, so I write
Mm-hmm.
code here is service and
HTTPD.
httpd. So Ruby language
Do.
is very easy. Do
Mm.
and enter action ACTION. Action is enable and start.
Mm.
Okay, action is enable,
Mm.
comma, start.
Okay.
Okay, so
Mm.
close that. So I need to space between that and our done. So let's save that and start the, sorry, one thing is we need to end the code. END colon enter, and let's again run the command chef client -zr. So enter. So new services enabled service HTTPD, and we have already installed yum package install HTTPD action. This action is already updated, so it says up to date. And I call one more resource service. Service is HTTPD, action is enable, so it's enable my service. And another action is service. Service is HTTPD, action is start, and it start the service of HTTPD. So let's check into the browser. Working? Working. So one more thing, we can write one more code here, and I have terminal where it is. Where is my terminal? So this is my terminal. Okay. And also we can do some code into the by default directory. So I write some code here again. I and insert here. I create some file colon var www. You know very well it's a by default path.
www/html
and here I create index.html file and close that and do. And one more thing, content is content. I write some content like welcome to cloud cloudakshay.com, and this is the chef session. Close it, and action create. And so I successfully write code. So let's run once more the chef client. Call to the chef client, enter. So one file is created here, update content in file index.html from none to 195D, and content is welcome to the cloudakshay.com chef session. Okay, so let's check this page. Welcome to the cloudakshay.com, and this is the chef session. Okay.
Nice.
So that's why we say you can create your infrastructure with the help of code, with the help of chef server. So in this session we only do it manually, but in upcoming session we do it automatically. We no need to run the these commands. We no need to run these commands chef client -zr, because we do automate in that node server. Okay. So I will share you the recording with document. If anything else, please let me know. And okay. So if any confusion, you can ask me directly on live. And today we also
Thank you.
okay. So today we also resolve some problem like
Yeah,
locate.
yeah,
We are
yeah,
facing some
yeah.
problem
Locally.
into the yum
Yeah.
update command. So we also
Mm-hmm.
resolve it. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
our next class is also on the chef, and after that we learn the Docker, and after that
Mm-hmm.
we learn the Ansible, and after that we learn the Jenkins.
Okay.
Okay, so it will be completed in that month end.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Okay. Okay. Bye.
bye.